From the Lower Colorado River Authority, this is Wavelength.
Creation of this new river authority will help electrify rural Texas.
And so today, we gather here to dedicate this mighty structure, the Cannondale.
But this has been a great organization for 60 years. It's going to be a great organization for a long time to come.
Hi everyone, welcome to the December 2002 edition of Wavelength. Well, this month we're going to take an inside look at LCRA's brand new website, which was launched on November 8th. The new site is organized around LCRA's basic services, energy, water, and community services. It also has a lot of new features and shortcuts, which makes it much easier to navigate.
A lot of people were posting information to the website since '96. 4,800 pages were on that website. Had a lot of information on there, and much of it was correct, but some of it was not. And we needed to get a clear, crisp image of LCRA based on what the customer wanted to see.
The LCRA website receives over 1 million visitors per year. The most popular areas are weather and lake information, also job listings and purchasing information. Of course, during an emergency situation such as a flood, use of the website increases dramatically.
People have come to depend on the information that we post during those emergency events. They check the website from all across the state and literally all across the country to know what the weather is and what the situation is in Central Texas.
During one of these emergency events, LCRA's new homepage will feature a red banner where users can find constantly updated information.
And folks really like the new design, like the new look, and like the new navigation.
Project manager Lynn French pulled together the web team, which included people from all lines of business at LCRA, and a partnership with T3, an Austin-based integrated marketing services firm. The T3 team worked closely with LCRA to streamline the site and give it a consistent editorial style and graphic standard.
I think as an organization we realize that this website is evolving, and we can't just say, oh, we're finished, we're going to put our feet up on the desk and we're done with our job. We've been thinking about phase 2 and phase 3 and what are we going to be doing to improve the site from here.
The website overhaul is just one part of an LCRA communications campaign, which includes this new video, some advertising, new signs at LCRA facilities, and personal contact with LCRA employees. It's all designed to help the public understand LCRA's mission and the benefits it brings to the region: energy, water, and community services.
Whether or not you have high-speed internet access is often determined by where you live. Folks who live in rural parts of Texas often don't have the same access opportunities as those of us who live in urban areas. This gap in service is often called the digital divide. Cuero, Texas, population 6,500, has bridged that digital divide through creative partnerships with the LCRA and the Guadalupe Valley Electric Co-op. LCRA provided tower space for GVEC's wireless network antennas. In return, GVEC is providing 3 years of broadband internet service to the community network free of charge.
You all in this community have set the bar very, very high for the other communities to follow.
Elected officials and community leaders came together in November to officially celebrate the arrival of broadband service in Cuero.
This is really something that the people of this community have sought for, worked hard to get. They have it with this public and private partnership with our two great friends, GVEC and LCRA, to make this a reality.
Cuero is a prime example of how community networking can have an immediate positive impact on its citizens. To date, some 3,000 people have taken advantage of free computer classes offered by the network. They have 70 computers at various locations around the city available to the public for free. They also have 10 laptop computers available for loan and are building a new technology center to be complete in spring 2003. This new center is funded in part by a grant from the LCRA.
This allows people that wouldn't normally work together to come together because technology is a key element to everyone. So the hospital may not necessarily talk to the school district, may not necessarily talk to the city or the county, and they're all brought together by this one thing. It's never really happened here before, so it's really an amazing thing.
This broadband internet service also helps attract and retain new business.
I think now for a community to be a major player in economic development, one thing they have got to offer is broadband internet access. And so this makes Cuero a major player.
By providing this free internet service, GVEC.net is saving the Cuero Community Network a total of $54,000.
The Colorado River is a true Texas jewel. It winds from the high plains of West Texas through the hill country all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. It brings together the history, culture, and recreational opportunities of the entire basin. The river is essential to the economic health and quality of life here in Central Texas. The Colorado River Foundation was created in 1994 to support efforts by the LCRA and other organizations to promote public awareness and stewardship of the Colorado River. In November, the Colorado River Foundation hosted the second annual Six for the Colorado River fundraiser at McKinney Ruff's. The event honors 6 individuals or groups who have made significant contributions to protect and preserve the Colorado River. This year's Six for the Colorado are Texas Agricultural Commissioner Susan Combs, State Representative Robbie Cook, Camp Longhorn founder Tex Robertson, Bay City resident and rice farmer Haskell Simon, Elizabeth Welch from the Austin Youth River Watch, and the Lake LBJ Fishery Habitat Enhancement Committee.
It's a tremendous honor to be recognized for something that's been a labor of love. I've really enjoyed working for and on issues related to the Colorado River, and this was such an unexpected pleasure and such an unexpected treat.
This event raised about $100,000 for the foundation, money that will help support LCRA's Kids on the Colorado program. Kids from scouting groups, summer camps, and area schools come here to McKinney Ruff's for their day on the river. These groups also learn about the plants and animals that make up the river ecosystem. The money also provides scholarships so disadvantaged youth can participate in the program.
Now, why is all this important? It's important because in 20 to 25 years, we're going to have twice the number of people in Central Texas that we have today. And there's going to be a lot more pressure on this river. If we can get to the youth, if we can teach kids that the river is important and that a clean river is important, those kids will be voters and they'll take the right action. They'll elect people like Susan Combs and Robbie Cook, and we'll protect this river.
In the last 2 years, over 5,000 students have participated in Kids on the Colorado. The goal now for LCRA and the Colorado River Foundation is to expand the program both upstream in the Highland Lakes area and downstream to the Gulf Coast, making it easier for kids throughout the region to access the river and these programs.
Today, LCRA has about 2,100 employees. Some 20% of that workforce, about 400, are women. While long-time female at LCRA, women leave the company at a rate 2 times that of the entire workforce. 170 LCRA women came together in Austin recently for the first ever Women's Networking Luncheon. General Manager Joe Beal asked these female employees to come together, network, and talk about new possibilities.
And that's my challenge to you all here today, is take your unique understanding of what it's like to be a woman employee at LCRA and help me and help my fellow executives figure out how we can make LCRA the best place possible for all of us, men and women.
Holding on to employees also makes good business sense.
We invest a lot in training, education, startup costs, that kind of thing for every new employee. You know, we do know that women, as I said, leave at twice the rate of other folks, so that's a huge cost to the organization.
I want to commend each of you for being here, for empowering yourselves.
Rebecca Klein, chair of the Public Utility Commission, spoke to the group about leadership and positive role models.
Well, I commend Joe Beal for being innovative and proactive in trying to get more diversity in the workplace to enhance LCRA and its mission and one of its 5 core values. How are you doing?
The group hopes to build on what has been started here with continued networking activities in the new year.
Hundreds of LCRA employees, friends, and family came from all over the region to Vernon Richards Park in Smithville for LCRA's annual Veterans Recognition Day. Hundreds of LCRA employees have served this country in the armed forces, and many are still active in reserve units today.
Any way you serve this country is admirable, and I am so proud that there are so many of you who are part of the LCRA family.
After lunch, the crowd was given a special treat.
When you flew over, the hair on my neck stood up.
This is a Bell UH-1 Iroquois helicopter, better known as the Huey. In Vietnam, this helicopter brought soldiers into battle, carried out the dead and wounded. It ferried in everything from ammunition to beer and ice cream. The Huey helicopter touched the lives of everyone who served in Vietnam. This restored Vietnam-era Huey is traveling around the country as part of a documentary film called In the Shadow of the Blade, which is being produced by Arrowhead Film and Video. Most Vietnam veterans came back home alone to a country divided. So many years later, this helicopter, the icon of the Vietnam War, is giving them an opportunity to come together and share their untold stories.
This brings back some old memories. I was with the 13th Combat Aviation Battalion in Canton in 67, 68. I was not a member of the helicopter crew, but they were right there with us. I was right there with them the whole time, and it just kind of, you know, almost brings a tear to your eye to see it, really.
Well, I think the Veterans event is wonderful to remember and honor veterans, and we should do it, and I'm glad LCRA is doing it. And the Huey, of course, bring back memory. Anytime you hear that, you have memories. There's no way to keep away from the memories and the sounds of the Huey, because that's all you heard in Vietnam. You know, dust flying and Huey's coming in.
We came in and with our heads down, our tails stuck between our legs. It seemed like it took years, but finally the country came around.
Welcome home.
Thank you very much.
Filming of the documentary was completed on Veterans Day at the site of the country's first Vietnam War Memorial in Angel Fire, New Mexico. For online updates about the production of the film, go to www.intheshadowoftheblade.com.
Welcome to downtown LaGrange. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the LCRA, I want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and a very safe and happy New Year. It's been a year now since we've understood the importance of our foundation values for this company, and I want to thank each of you for supporting those and making them part of what you do every day. Have a very safe and happy holiday season. We wish you the very best, and God bless.
I want to wish everybody a very, very happy holiday season. I want to thank you for the tremendous amount of work that you've put in over this last year. I know it's been a difficult year. We've had a lot of things that we have had to get done this year, and everybody has pitched in to get the work done. We've had the expansion on the transmission side and all of the effort that has gone on there. We've had the outages at the plants that we've had to get accomplished. We've had a lot of sewer lines that we built and water lines and parks that we've maintained, and We have made life better for the people here in Central Texas, and I want to thank you for that. Again, have a happy holiday season, be safe, drive carefully, and we will see each other after the holidays.
Well, that's it for this edition of Wavelength. We'll look forward to seeing you again next time.